Hi, my name's Andy Haynes. I'm the pastor of the church on Seven Hills. We have been going through a series on Philippians. And one of the questions that came out of this week's sermon is, how do I rest and rely on God when circumstances are hard? How do I endure? I'd like to share with you from Psalm 18, just the first two verses. The author of the Psalm, David, is in a really hard circumstance, and he uses the following descriptors of God. He's telling himself this and also speaking it to God in praise. He uses these following descriptors just in these first two verses. He says, "My Lord, my God, my strength, my fortress, my rock, my deliverer, my refuge, my shield, my stronghold, the hope of my salvation." Those 10 descriptors just in that first two verses when he is in a hard place is reminding him who God is. Now, things may be hard for you right now, and it's a reminder that God is our refuge. It's a reminder when things are going well that God is still our rock. He is still the one that we are set on. And even when we are unaware, that rock is still providing us shelter. And I think what's most telling to me from Psalm 18, verse 1, is how David begins the psalm. He says, "I love you, O Lord." So when we're in a hard time, in a hard place, it's important to remind ourselves who God is. But do we begin with, "I love you, O Lord"? Sometimes we can think, "God, what is going on in my life?" And we need to remind ourselves of verses like Romans 5:8, that God demonstrates his own love for us in this: while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. He's already demonstrated his love for us. So do we respond with, "I love you, O Lord"? Putting our heart in the right place helps us to address our circumstances that may be all over the place. I hope that encourages you today. I hope you're lifted up. I look forward to worshiping with you, and you're invited 10:30 Sunday morning. I hope to see you then.